Hi everyone, this is Sergeant Diddy, and we are back on Project Ozone Lite. This is episode 8. And as you can see, there's a little bit something different going on here with the sifting thing. I did do the testing that I said I was going to do. And basically the way you test to see how big your possible sifting thing is, if you're in 1.10, or at least not in Project Ozone 2, which is a 1710 pack. I'm pretty sure all 17 or 110 packs use the adjoining whatever, where you can build the big array of sieves like this, so that you place down a whole bunch. There's 18 here, and then you count towards the middle. Well, you don't need to count, just stand somewhere in the middle. Okay, I'm somewhere in the middle. And you take your gravel, drop it in, and you count how many you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can go 9. You can go 9 on your sieves. Wrong button. So that's what I did. As you can tell, there are Endermen all over the frickin' place. I'm just gonna place these back. I did take the time to make these all freaking diamond sieves or diamond meshes. And one other thing I almost forgot that I did was I did put one emerald upgrade in each of the metals and in the lapis, because lapis kept filling up. So soon here we'll be ready to make a, what is that thing called, resonator, to make the whatever it is. You throw the lapis in there. Actually, we can just go like this. Use. That didn't work for, oh, that's because I pushed the button. Let's get out of that and hit use. Resonator, it makes these things the lunar reactive dust, and the uses on that is you can make moonstone, make these moonstone things, and the moonstone things can make that ethereal glass that the Enderman should fall through. But if you have an empty hand and you walk up to these and you hit, say, you hold down shift and you hit these, it opens this window that I've shown you before to get the numbers of what's in there. But there's a, oh darn it, stupid phone. Okay, that thing's on mute now. And actually I should move it off that desk so if it vibrates you don't hear it. These are pretty easy to make. And I think I may have made one before. But I'll show you just in case. If I have an extra drawer somewhere, or a upgrade. Here you go, upgrade. And there's no point in making a diamond one in this pack. I don't need 2 stacks of that. So we'll make an emerald one, right? Emerald one is usually what I go with after. That's where the sticks go. Project Ozone Lite or some other mod packs, you gotta build one upon the other. So you gotta start with the iron, go to gold, go to obsidian, diamond, and then emerald to get to the tier 5. Standard recipe is you can build each one with just the upgrade template. So you take that, that's all good and dandy, and I'm going to throw this in here so we can hold more than 206 or 2048. But basically in this episode I want to get to at least one thing. Most likely we should be able to get to the mob farm also, but this system over here is very lackluster with its 30 FPS, or that 30 RF per tick, not FPS. Also, one other thing, for this episode I did change the some of the settings I'm using to record, and because even at 60 FPS, my videos weren't looking too crisp. So I'm thinking I change the settings and hopefully the recording itself looks better, because I think it was in the recording, not necessarily in what am I thinking? Not with the editing and rendering process. So we need to. I want to make some windmills because they put out more power. Well, it actually puts out about the same amount of power as this, but we can make two, and they're not necessarily expensive, and they don't take any actual inputs from the person, right? You don't have to load freaking coal into it. It just freaking works, which is awesome. I love things that just freaking work. That it's totally passive. You don't have to do anything extra to it. And this is going to take to make the steel. I think that was 8. Yeah, that makes sense. But I think we only need 4 of these. Let's look at infuser. Because in order to make the windmill, we need this metallurgic infuser thing, right? Ooh, we need some osmium and some conductive iron, so we'll have to throw that in there too. Yeah, we need 4 ingots. We'll let that finish up real quick, find some osmium, and hopefully someday in the near or near future we get some of that stupid freaking Enderman action to go away. That would be freaking totally awesome. Let's get rid of this crap and throw this in here. We're going to need a lot of osmium for this pack, especially if I do it sort of the same way I did in my personal playthrough. Because I like the farming stations, and the farming stations down 10 levels, and then, like 4 above. So, like, down 6 blocks, whoa. Take, like, seriously, 11. Actually, it was closer to 20 windmills. Like, it was totally insane. But it gets the thing working, so you can get the basic stuff you need for, what's it called? Mystical agriculture going automatically with a farming station, which automatically harvests your crops and replants them and all that wonderful stuff. I'm going to try this out, see how this works. I love my new mute button. No, you don't have to listen to me vape. Okay, so, and I've adjusted my compressor a little bit, so you should not be able to hear the little kids playing outside if they decide that they need to get playing again. I heard that, I think it was only the first episode I heard that in, but it's still annoying as hell. So we need conductive iron and we need glass. So let's make some glass. Actually, I don't think I even have any sand anymore. I really doubt it. I'm not stealing from that. Oh yeah, I moved this around too because this thing had got quite a bit bigger. And yeah, 9x9, that's 81. That's more than I can load in there at one time. But once I get a freaking mechanical user working with this thing, then it can load freaking 81 at a time. And that'll just make it that much faster. So this is the output for the dirt thing I have set up here. Obviously we have some dirt, so we can start working on getting some animals. And that's the input, which obviously is all used up. And you can see that some of these, well, I guess that one, like all these had a little bit in them, but when I broke them it disappeared, so now we're stuck with that little bit there. Oh yeah, we were looking at sand. Probably don't need 64, but what the hell. We'll need glass for stuff. And we should get a loot box for this, and a loot box for the windmill, and a loot box for something else in there too. I think there might be one for the energy tablet or whatever the stupid thing's called. I guess we'll just make all stack plus 55, whatever. And I was killing these Endermen off when I was freaking harvesting the, breaking stuff down to get the the gravel going. And no matter how many I killed, they just keep coming back every night. And I tend to keep myself fairly busy and not paying attention to the time, so they just keep coming, which is kind of annoying. But so we need some glass. We needed steel and osmium. Okay, we should have 4 glass now. And actually, before I forget, I'm gonna load up some stuff for the conductive iron, which is redstone and iron. That way we can just go straight into the metallugic infuser. I'm gonna throw the iron in first because I know it doesn't smelt by itself. Okay, cool. And hopefully the sound isn't choppy because I do have a gate, and using the gate, if you have it set too high, it'll cut off the beginning and ending of a word, and I don't like that. So, and you won't like that either. So let me know in the comments if that happens, and I've been listening to each or watching each episode to make sure that something stupid like that doesn't happen. Iron furnace. Okay, we needed 2 of them, that's why I got the extra here. And with this machine you can actually make steel. It's a 2-part process where you put coal and iron in the machine, and then you run that through again with another coal input. I'll show you what I mean here in a minute, because you have like a catalyst and then an input. And I think I'm gonna set that for ease of use right now. Actually, I think I'm just gonna set it right here on top of this thing. And oh, it did pull power. Okay, cool. So this slot here is for your, I don't know, I'm gonna call it catalyst, and this here is for your item. So if you need, so I know we need 5 of these little alloys that take redstone and iron. So you take your 5 little things, and I'll show you where I got that here in a second. You load the redstone, loads into here, and it gets eaten up, and now it's over here. So now if the only way to load another one, because you can load diamond in there, and you can load obsidian dust or enriched obsidian dust or something along that line in there, or you can put freaking crushed coal in there, but I can't now because it's full. So if I hit this dump button, then all of my redstone is just going to disappear, and it doesn't come back into your inventory, it is just gone. So be careful with the dump button in this machine. Then you load 5 items in there, well, as many items as you want, and this thing very slowly runs through and makes, I think it's called enriched alloy. Yeah. In this tab here, you can put upgrades in it. It supports muffling, speed, energy, and once again muffling. So you can put 8 of each in there. So if you put, and it's a noisy machine, you can kind of hear it humming in the background, whatever. But so you can load 8 muffling in there and it'll be just about silent. You can load speed in there and it goes faster, but at a hit to your energy cost. And you can put energy in there. Well, the energy, like each time you put a speed in there, it's like 2 bumps to the energy. So you'd have to put 2 energy upgrades. Basically, in each machine for Mekanism is different. So you got to do your own testing if you want to keep your energy consumption down to the, down to something reasonable. But yeah, something like that. And for right now, we're not going to do any of that, just because it doesn't really take that darn long to do what we're doing. And so if we look at Mr. Windmill, maybe it's not called Windmill, or maybe there's a space. Wind generator, that's right. So we need some osmium. We need this, which is one of the things we just made. This is osmium with redstone in the same machine we just used. So we're at 1 for this, and this one here takes 2. So we need a total of 5. And we need some gold, and I don't think we have any gold ready either. Actually, that'd be in here. We have 1 gold, so let me grab some gold. I just made a stack of osmium too, so that we're covered there. And if I was smart, I would have made this an output. And, well, either way, we still need, what's that, 1 osmium? Hey, jackbutt. I don't need to. This mouse, and I've seen other people have issues with the double click on the mouse for the drawers. And they'll say at other times in their videos that they're using a freaking high-speed gaming mouse, and I think that's the issue, is once you turn the DPI up, pushing a button once, like physically you push the button once, it reads it twice. So I think that would take care of that issue. You know what, I need to get rid of this crap. Okay, that's gone. So yeah, if I wasn't using a high-speed mouse, the Logitech G602, I think, then I wouldn't be having those problems. And I think I'm about done with that. Okay, great. Let's, I just put away the gold. And I think next time before I start a video, I'm going to kill all these stupid Endermen. I just kind of wanted them to be there so you could see that they're freaking all over the damn place. Like, unbelievably in the way. And we need the gold for the tablets. I was going to say we could get started, but now we can get started. Alright. So basically, you need these tablets, obviously. And I don't think we're going to have enough redstone. And we're not. Dang it. Oh. We probably had enough redstone, but I put it away. Now we should have enough. Okay, so we grabbed the tablet. Now we have 2. And we should be able to just click this now. Now we have a windmill. And the windmill, for right now, I'm just going to plop it right here. And it'll auto-connect, it'll be running, and we're getting 34. That's actually better than I was expecting. I was thinking like 32. Actually, that's right, 34. Okay, so what it's going to do is we should be getting this. Okay, we're not getting a surplus yet because we have 2 machines running. This thing is still powering stuff. Once we get this 32, I mean, if we had like 5 of these, or if we pillared up to, I think 120, Y level 120 is the where things stop changing. I'll have to look that up, but right now that's going to help out a lot. We should not be going into the negative. Like 10 million, if we lost 10 million, that'd be a lot to lose, you know, like, that'd be insane. But now we have that, and we should have just completed like 2 quests. Mechanism, Revolution, yeah, well actually more than 2. And if I was smart, I would look up to see which loot chests, because it's not random, it's set which loot chests give you better loot chests, because there's different tiers of loot chests. What are these? It just says loot chest, and that just says loot chest. But if you look up loot chest, you see there's a whole butt ton of. You stay over there. They're all basically the same, but they're not the same. Oh, that's gonna be nice someday. This is nice too, because I think there's quests for that use all these components. Those are obviously for making solar cells. And some of the solar cells, at least in Project Ozone 2, some of the solar cells are freaking wicked. Like, they put out like 1 billion RF per tick or something crazy like that. Ooh. Let's hook that bad boy up and see what it does. Here, actually, there's a torch right there. We'll just set you right here. Zenith torch. Or furnace. Let's throw one thing in there and grab some freaking... I guess grab some iron. Can never have too much iron, right? Let's see how much of this iron it'll cook with one. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, um, here, let's get some more iron, maybe. Like a whole lot of iron, considering that it burned up that entire stack and is still full of heat. Oh. Oh, I could like this. I could like having like 15 of these. Actually, I could like just having one of these. I don't need really 15 freaking furnaces anymore. We should look up the furnaces and holy Jesus. And that's still like over half on the heat bar. Okay. Well, that's pretty nifty. Let's holy crap. Furnace. Okay. Yeah, it's cold in here again. I'm pretty stupid, I guess. But how do you make this? Oh, okay. That's pretty simple. That's pretty simple too. Fender pearls are freaking okay. It doesn't have a freaking speed thing. I know on this one here obviously is 901% freaking increase in speed. These ones here, I don't think they have like they're not this, and I don't know how much that is, but it's obviously the freaking poo. So I think holy god. Well, we filled our freaking metal drawer. We need to start making metal drawers. But okay, let's look at... I want to get a mob farm going. And I want to possibly be able to get some dirt down there and some grass growing. Did I ever get seeds? I think... Yeah, we got grass seeds. Good. What do we need for the mob grinder? And the mob fans. Okay, what we need for that is iron, cobble slabs, and I saw a slab stone in there, so basically slabs of some sort and redstone makes a fan. And I think they push 5 or 6 blocks. So for a basic small one, ooh, what do we need for... Oh, we've got ender pearl. No, we don't. I don't think we have any ender pearls, actually. Oh, we got one. Okay, good. That's what we need. So we needed iron, which we have no shortage of. Some redstone. Why does that say 60? Whatever. I need to get better inventory management going here. We need... That's good enough. That is really good enough because we don't need these things. That is really good enough just for the simple fact that I want 6 fans along the edge because I don't have the stuff for the upgrades right now. Oh, we already have slabs. Let's just use cobble. I don't know why I did that. You know what? We don't need that many slabs. We'll just go like that. And we need fans. Okay, so we got fans. And I think for this we'll start with just the spikes, because this mob grinder is freaking awesome, and you can turn it off so it won't hurt you. But that's a block of iron. It takes the spikes anyway, so we can start with these, which is going to be just fine for what we're doing for the small guy. So we need 3. Oh yeah, that's right, non-stacking. And then we need a block, and we should get more than 1 out of this. I think, well, I don't think, I'm pretty sure we get more than 1. I think we get 3. I guess you do get just 1. We only need 1 though, because what I plan on doing is like having a row of 6 that blow it down 6, and then we'll have a fan at the end of its throw, or the end of the distance that they go, and that'll clear out push everything into the spike. And we also need, almost forgot, the absorption hopper, 3 obsidian, a hopper, bucket, and our coal is full. I should put an upgrade in the coal. And oh yeah, one more thing about these drawer upgrades. You can go like this, and if it wasn't already over the amount, you can pull it out and put it into another drawer, but it's over its amount. So let's stand in a place. Everything's getting cramped back here. Okay, so we needed 3 of those. We need a hopper and ender pearl and blaze powder, so we can make an eye of ender, and then we can make the absorption hopper, which to begin with has a range of 7x7 or something. So if it's outside of the thing, it doesn't have a very good range. If it's outside the mob farm walls, which is going to be outside the mob farm walls, everybody, it'll be okay. Eventually, once we get, I think this is the one, absorption hopper radius, ender pearls. Once we get some more ender pearls, that's easy to upgrade. I think, yeah, you can put 6 in there. And this is 6. What is this? A 7x7, right? 7x7 plus 6. So it'd be an 11x11x11, which is pretty much the heat. And for this, we're gonna, let me get rid of this stupid coal and this sand. And the redstone and all the crap that goes in there. And the cobble. Wish you could stop this thing like a little bit in advance before it fills up. That'd be totally awesome. And let's put the ones back together we don't need, which will be all of them because it's not even, or not odd. I think I'm just going to throw this in here, put the metals up here, metals that fit anyway. Why is there non-metal stuff in there? Keep all the metals in there, and I guess put that's full now. Is this full still too? Oh yeah, I put this stupid, I don't like it like this because yeah, it's a little harder to get into. Let's go down here and find a nice loop. We need slabs. I like building them out of slabs, the mob farms, that way you can see in to see what's going on. The bad thing is if something's going wrong and they're not all dying, then they can see you and they'll, there is some other stuff we need, but it'll be okay for right now. You know what? No, it won't be. We really need a... You know, I just noticed the time. Let me... I think once I get up here and get... Well, we're going to need at least... that one's enough for right now. Actually, we need two. We'll end up making conduits for this. But, yeah, let's do the testing real quick, and then I'm going to end the episode. In the next episode, we can do the construction. We should be able to get it all done in 30 minutes. It's not a big deal. But in this episode, we did get the freaking power going, and we did build the components we need to make this work. I just wanted to show you how these fans work. So we'll have, probably not right there, right on the edge. That'd probably be a bad place. But like, we'll have 6 there. And then what I do is, they're basically always the same. I believe it's freaking 6 blocks. It's 5 or 6 blocks that they'll throw you. And you turn it on, and it literally throws you, right? And you can't go into that block, that next one, in line with the torch, no matter how much you try, right? So if a mob gets stuck there, you should not be able to go. And if there's a block there, if there's a block, oh, there's Scooter. If there's blocks right here, then they're really stuck, right? And then you kick on the other one, and there's upgrades for this too. So you can make them wider, you can make them taller, and you can make them shoot. So wider, taller, and you can make them shoot further. So, and I'll hit this, and this block here will have slabs here too. So no matter what, you're getting crammed into the spike that will be standing right here, which will also have a fan in front of it for that one. So if somebody got stuck in this one, they go down here, then this fan will push them over here into this spike. And that's the basic gist of how the beginning is going to start with the mob farm. Eventually, with the height and the width and the distance modifiers, we could place the fans underneath this slab floor and basically have an entire platform this size, all connected with redstone conduit, to run a myriad of fans that cover the whole thing and bring all the mobs to a central spot, say, I don't know, right here, have an absorption hopper shooting straight into a freaking chest, and then, you know, everything including the Enderman down here would be dead. We wouldn't be able to walk down here because then we would be dead, but I mean, that's a massive freaking mob farm. And considering, you know, I kind of like the vector plates better, but I'm pretty sure they're not in here. Nope. Because the vector plates, they can spawn on top of the vector plates, and you can shift right click on a vector plate or any other conveyor basically, and it won't affect you. That doesn't work in this because I'm shift right clicking and I still can't get anywhere near the fan. Oh, I didn't realize it was doing that. It's also powering the fan next to it, which is, you know, what's supposed to happen, but you know, whatever. So I think right here I'm going to end this, and literally I'm going to hit stop record, and then I'm going to start record, so then we can start building this bad boy. Actually, I'll probably walk up here while we're doing that in between episodes and gather the stuff to make the redstone conduits. So I'll be back in the next episode. This is Sergeant Diddy signing off. Y'all have a great afternoon, morning, or evening. Later.